cat out of the bag. Duke of Kent tears apart Harry's self-service with shocking secret about Megxit. Royal expert Richard Kay said, "The royal who can teach Harry a thing or two about service and loyalty, once a dashing young prince about town and later a front-line soldier. The Duke of Kent has written a memoir that's a model of discretion." The expert wrote. Who would have thought that a word as simple as service could become so lethal? Weaponized by Prince Harry and the Duchess of Sussex, it has been used with frequency in their incendiary attacks on the royal family. There was that extraordinary blast last year when Buckingham Palace noted that their decision to step back as working royals meant it was not possible for them to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. It triggered an angry response. "We can all live a life of service," they thundered from California. "Service is universal." And then at last month's Invictus Games in the Netherlands, Meghan used the S-word when she took to the microphone and the stage. "This is service," she declared. Even if this was not delivered provocatively, it was a curious choice of words. It seemed especially so this week when the essence of uncomplaining public service was revealed in a remarkable memoir penned by the Duke of Kent, whose entire life has been dedicated to Queen and country. According to his publishers, Harry's book promises to be the definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses and life lessons that have helped shape him. But there has been no denial that it may also be an excuse for some royal score settling, with his stepmother Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, rumoured to be in the princely sights. In contrast, there is no getting even in Eddie Kent's book. It is a love letter to the monarchy and the duty and conventions that bind the royal family to supporting the crown. He makes a virtue of service because, as he says, it has been his wish to help lighten the load of the Queen. There is none of the seething resentment and entitlement that seems to have coloured so much of Harry's post-royal life. When their father died, their mother, Princess Marina, was not given a war widow's pension and her husband's royal allowance from the civil list ended. They relied on handouts from other family members. Despite the financial uncertainty, the picture the Duke draws is of a happy, contented childhood with affectionate memories of aging retainers, his mother's exotic European family and her famous movie star friends such as Danny Kaye and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. As boys, both Harry and Edward were popular figures within the royal family. At Balmoral, Eddie would be invited to stand in the King's grouse buttock shoots. "I don't think conversation with young children was his cup of tea," he recalls. "The fact that he allowed me to stand by him when he was shooting was quite an honour." Like Harry and William, the Duke was sent to Ludgrove, the Berkshire prep school, where unlike Diana's boys he was miserable and the target of bullies. He recalls lying in bed there hearing the drone of aircraft on their way to Normandy ahead of D-Day in June 1944. There were happier days at Eton and then La Rosie, the jet-set academy in Switzerland. Fans hoping for a feast of royal name-dropping will be disappointed. Nor does the Duke have anything to say on the upheaval of the Princess Diana years for which he had a ringside seat. He also lets little daylight in on his own domestic life with his wife, the Duchess of Kent, who, like Harry and Meghan, stepped away from royal duty. But she replaced one form of duty with another by becoming a music teacher in Hull. The Duke's book is an insider's account of what it is like to be a working royal. If it is a burden, he certainly doesn't show it, finding joy and fulfillment in even the most humdrum of duties. Harry may wish he had read it before he embarked on his own. Harry may wish he had read it